Hello, this is Tom Sillis, CEO of Wecro.com. Title of this video, and it's going to be a little controversial because I know we're going to have a lot of haters on this. Will U.S. Republicans be extinct in 10 years for the next 40 years? And that's the question. And I'm going to talk a little about that. But first, a little housekeeping. Please subscribe to this channel and like this video, because at the end of this video, if you watch it all the way through, I'm going to give you a code. And some of it may be middle, and there might be another part of the code at the end of the video. I may give you two codes. So keep that in mind. So if you don't watch the whole video, you can skip over it, you may miss it, okay? So subscribe, like I said, subscribe to the channel, watch the whole video, because I got a lot of good information that I think is going to help you tremendously to understand this a little better. And also, I have things for the future that will help you tremendously as well, how to deal with it, and how to make good. And it's there's going to be a couple of things I'm going to mention that's going to offset that. I think it's going to be a more lean and mean thing. And if you watch my other videos, you'll see what I'm talking about tech taking over. So governments are going to become less relevant going forward. I think you're going to see a lot of that. The government, the big companies like Amazon, Google, and they're going to tell the government, the U.S. government to go F, because they can shut them off anytime. They're going to control the internet. They're going to control the money. All the digital currency will be used by these big companies. They're just going to turn off the U.S. government, and all these politicians will be empty pocket. They won't even be able to eat. They're going to be dead broke. They won't be able to go to a restaurant. They won't be able to buy groceries. That's what's coming, and that's in another video I put out earlier. But I'm going to mention it again because it's very relevant to this. The U.S. now. People are thinking the U.S. is going to have a civil war because the Republicans are causing all that. Trump caused all this turmoil. There's two sides to the story. So is the U.S. going to have a civil war? I got to say, resounding no. I doubt it very much. And we may have some violence because of that if Trump is around for a while. And if they put him in jail, it'd be the best thing. We don't need controversy. I understand, people's concern about, there's too much, what do you call it? The Democrats are taxing and spending. That's going to go away. When tech takes over in the next 5-10 years, that's all going to go away because tech is lean. It's AI controlled. You're going to see everything become lean and mean. It's going to be very Republican actually in a lot of ways. I mean, tech's going to control everything, and everybody's going to have enough to live and all that, and hopefully comfortably. But if you don't work and you're lazy, you're not going to eat. It's going to be that simple. It's going to be a lot different. So people that are lazy are not going to have a job like now, because a lot of people they don't pull their weight, and that's why the Democrats always help them out. Unemployment, that's going to go away. Forget about unemployment. I think that's going to be. There may be a minimum help for the poor. I don't know, but I'm kind of thinking that's going to become less prevalent in the future. So you got to prepare for that. Rationality is going to return when the Republicans are shunned. Okay, I think that they're going to be shunned in the future. They're going to be cut off. It's going to, like I said, tech's going to take over. A lot of all these immigrants that are coming in now, hundreds of them, they're going to become citizens very soon because whether it's the Democrats are going to do it, they'll just go to the north. They'll get approved as citizens, and that'll be the end of that. They'll be allowed there, and they'll be given a sanctuary there, and they'll be able to work there. So they're going to have the ability to work, even if they don't have a social, they'll have a state ID, and they'll be working. And the federal government won't be able to do anything because they're going to be weaker in power. It's going to be all tech driven. The tech companies will hire them anyway, whether they're legal or not. Doesn't matter. They're going to issue IDs to them, so it's not going to matter at all. So keep that in mind. And then 10 years from now, the Democrats will rule for the next 40 years, except that it's going to be a little different than what you're thinking. They're going to be more moderate, I think, because the tech's going to control everything. They're not going to be, they're going to be technically in power, but they're not going to have the same power as now. They're not going to be able to do all this tax and spend because they're going to be controlled. There won't be no taxes. It'll all be controlled by the tech. It's going to be all tech controlled. You'll just be paying that, and they're going to control the infrastructure and everything. I mean, I don't know how they're going to do it. I'm still learning a lot as I go along, but just rest assured that it's going to be a lot different for the next 4 years. Maybe it'll be that much better, or it could be much worse. We'll all become slaves of tech, and we become like servants of the companies, and we might be treated like dogs. I don't know that yet, and that remains to be seen. So that's something for debate. You'll be able to put comments down below in the video down below. We do have to check the comments because YouTube has been giving me a problem. They're almost deactivated our channel because of a comment by a user. So I'm going to be vetting all the comments to make sure we don't get kicked off of YouTube. Okay, now about the currency. The global currency is the I created is the numero, called the numero. Now eventually it might become part of the corporate. They might embrace it. They may create their own. I don't know yet what's going to happen. But for this foreseeable future, in case the dollar goes down, which it will, the digital currencies that we create is based on the numeros, based on a basket of currencies, commodities and precious metals. And right now it's been trading at 123. It was at 128 for a while because the U.S. dollar kind of spiraled a little bit high, but that's not gonna last very long. I mean, I'm betting it's gonna go back down, the U.S. dollar, in the very near future, and you'd be glad that you have some digital currency. Now the code for that is going to be 100XT is the code. Save that, put it in your wallet somewhere, because even if you sign up on our website, even as a user, you're going to get at least one numero. I think it might be as much as 25, depending on how active you are. You keep getting rewards and all that, so you're going to earn digital currency to use initially on the site, and eventually you'll be able to cash it out and use it as with cash. So we're working on right now. It's centralized right now, but we're working really quickly on making a blockchain, so you'll be able to do it discreetly. You'll still have your balances because they'll be out on over 100 ledgers. Unlike Bitcoin, I think is only on 10. I don't know how many they use, but we're using over 100 ledgers for more safety in case something major happens. The tech gets whacked or something. We want to make sure you can get to it somehow. So that's going to be it, and then we're also going to have it'll be centralized in at least 10 spots on our. We have over 100 servers, so it'll be centralized. So even if we get hacked, it'll be unlikely you'll get compromised. So that's it. Like I said, subscribe to the channel, like this video, and look forward to having you guys on board with us. Thank you very much. Have a great week.